having the webinar covered on accounts receivable module of Business Central ERP. In our previous webinars, we have, every other week we have been covering up the overall functionalities of the Dynamics 365 Business Central. Then we have gone into finance module as the first, the core module of the ERP. So inside the finance module, now we are covering sub-modules. So previous week, we have covered the general ledger. So today we are covering the accounts receivable. From our next webinar, we will be covering the accounts payable. So every week we will be having this session, sharing with you the knowledge on the ERP. So today our presenter is Mr. Kisara Vikramaratne. He is one of our functional consultants who have been with us for over 2 years now, handling different ERP projects. And he's coming for a very good academic background. So he will be taking you through the functionalities of accounts receivable module. So with that introduction, I will hand over this presentation to Kisara. Kisara, you can take over the presentation now. Thank you. And the other thing is, if you have any questions, please raise your hand, or you can just drop us a text, and our moderator will get those addressed at the end of the session. So thank you, everyone. Please enjoy the session. You can start, Kisara.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Zakshila. Today's our topic is that the subtopic is accounts receivable. So which is come under finance module. So in today's session, we are going to cover the customer creation, creating a sales quotation, transferring a sales quotation to a sales order, creating a sales invoice with a cash settlement, and customer partial settlements, creating credit memo, and finally we will look at some of the reportings which related to accounts receivable. Okay. So this is the home page of our system, which is Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central. So as per our agenda, we will first go to the customer creation. So to create a new customer, first you need to go to the customer list. Okay, to go to the customer list, you can simply click this customers button. Then you can go to this customer list, or you can in this search, by clicking this search icon, you can type what you need to find. Okay, in my case, it will be customers. Okay, if you type the customers, and you can when you click this, it will also get you to the customer list. Okay. So let's create a new customer. To create a new customer, you need to click this new button. So by clicking this button, you can see the system is asking us for a select template for this customer. So currently I have defined 3 templates. So let me explain you what is this purpose of this template. So we can go to inside of this template by clicking this edit button. Okay, so this is the template interface of the template. So in these templates, you can see there are various information and details that we can predefine in this template. So mainly we will be predefine these posting groups in these templates, and mostly these payment terms and payment methods. I will explain you what this posting groups means in the customer card. So in here, I will change these payment terms to like 30 days and payment methods to like check. So I just wanted to show you how this template works. Okay, so I've added some data to template, and I'm going to create my customer using this template. Okay, so I'll be creating customer using this domestic template. Okay, so the new customer card has been created. So we need to first enter the customer name. So I'll enter the customer name as SoftServe. Okay. So in this customer card, let me explain you some of the important fields and features that you have in Business Central. Okay. In here, the first one is this credit limit. In here, you can define a credit limit for this customer. So when you are posting invoices and this customer balance is going beyond this credit limit, that system is automatically pop you a notification. So that is the purpose of this credit limit. And then you can here define a salesperson. So it means you can define the person who is going to mainly interact with this customer. Like in our case, this soft serve, the person in our company who's going to mainly interact with this soft serve customer. So in here, I'll just select part as our salesperson code. Okay. In these fields, you can get idea about what is the total sales and what is the cost of that sales and profit margin that you gain from this customer. Okay. In here, you can maintain addresses. I'll just quickly enter address. In this, in here, you can store postcodes country-wise. So I'll just pick Raj as the city. So automatically this postcode will be generated. If you want, you can maintain a contact related to this customer. This contact means that that key person that you are interacting and who works in soft serve company, like in the customer's company. So in here, contact means that. Okay, under invoicing, here the very critical, the important fields are these three fields, which are the posting groups. So let me explain you what a posting group means. So this is how customers revenue and VAT and balances like asset balance, or if it's a vendor, the payables balance is going to hit to our chart of accounts. So through this business posting group, this customer's revenue will be hit to the revenue accounts, and through this VAT business posting groups, these our customers VAT payable account will be hit. VAT payable account will be hit to the chart of accounts. And through these customer posting groups, this customer balance, like customers asset balance, will be hit to the chart of accounts. So these are the so this is like the heart of the customer card. So if you define this incorrectly, so the ledger entries will go wrong. Okay. So in here, the other important field is this currency code. So you can define a default currency in the customer card. So it will, when we are using this customer through sales quotation and sales orders, the currency will be automatically loaded. So in here, this currency blank means that we are treating him as a local customer. That means that blank means we are dealing him with the local currency. Okay. Apart from that, you can add a VAT registration number. And in the prepayment tab, like say if you are every time when we are dealing with him, we are charging him a prepayment. So when it's a case like that, we can predefine our prepayment percentage here. So it will automatically added to in like sales orders. In here also, you can define shipping addresses if its shipping and billing addresses is differs than that we initially entered here. So we can define it in here if only if this address is differs only this main address is differs from where that we actually shipping. Okay, then another thing that I want to highlight here is this as you can see these posting groups and payment terms and payment method codes, they all came from the that template. So I've defined it in the template. So I didn't manually fill it here. So that is the purpose of the template. I hope you got a better understanding about it. That data that you have predefined in the template will automatically come to the customer card. So like lower level users does not have to know everything. If you can define the template, that they can simply choose the right template and create a customer correctly. Okay, so I hope that is all about the customer card and custom creation. So let's move into our next topic, which is the sales quotation. Okay, to go to sales quotation, first you need to go to sales quotation list. So to go to sales quotation, I just simply type here sales quote code. Okay. Okay. You can see currently our sales quotation list is empty. Okay, let's just create a new one. To create a new sales quote, you need to click this new button. In here, you can just if you know the customer code, you can just type the code. If you don't know the code, you can just type the name. So in my case, I'll just type as soft. Okay. So when I type the name as soft, that automatically that the customers matching to these characters will automatically populated. So you can just select the customer that you want. Okay. So as you can see, as soon as I select the customer, you can see that some of the data like addresses, these posting groups, uh, this posting group, payment methods, all of that automatically coming from the customer card. So you don't need to enter these details again and again. Okay. So in here, there are some specific fields which are specific to sales code. Those are this code to validate external document number. This means that the document number which is customer is referring to when they ask for us for a quotation. So you can enter that number here. So these opportunity numbers, campaign numbers, these related to our CRM module. So our CRM module will be also covered in future webinars. So you can learn that in there. Okay. And these fields also pretty much the same in a customer card. So I'm not going to explain it all because I already did that. So let's go and add some lines to this sales quotation. Okay. So when we are going to add lines to this quotation, first you need to select the type. Okay. In type, you can see there are mainly 5 types. But most of the cases, we are mainly going to use these 2 types, which is the GL account and the item. So we are using GL account to quote services, and we are using this type item to quote inventory items. Okay. So I'll just select item, and I'll just select item. Okay, so let me tell you, so this sample company is about selling food cycle accessories. So our item master is filled with like food cycle accessories. So in here, I'll just take this rim. And here you need to specify the location, like the warehouse that you have stored these items. So I'll just select blue as my location and quantity. This unit of measure will be automatically loaded from the customer card. So if you define your item card correctly, you don't need to actually enter much data, because that predefined data will be automatically loaded here. Okay. This price also we can predefine it in here. In my case, I didn't predefine it, so I need to manually enter it. So I'll enter the price as 200. Okay, let me just add another line also. Okay. So I've added 2 lines. Okay, so in here, I mainly want to talk about 2 key features that we have in the sales quotation. The first one is discounts. So in here, in the Business Central, you have mainly 2 types of discounts, which are line discount and this invoice discount. So line discount, by using line discount, you can give discounts to this each and every line. So let's say if you want to give to a discount for only rims, you can just type it in here. So in this invoice discount means if you want to give an invoice discount for like this whole sales quotation, you can use this way. But you should remember this invoice discount is calculating on top of this 10%. So you need to keep reminder of that 5% will be calculated on top of this 10%. Okay. So that the amount representing the value represented this 5% will be populated here. So like this 2000 5% from this 3,847 will be 202.5. So I'll just remove this for now. So okay, so that is how you manage your discounts in Business Central. And the other option that I want you to show is this the archive option. So as we know, the sales quotation can these sales quotations can have many revisions, like with the negotiations and all that. So many revisions will happen to a single sales quotation document. So if you want to track those documents and store save like previous versions in our system, you have a feature called archive document. Okay. In here, archive document simply means like an save options. So like archive documents means if I want to do a revision to this sales quotation, I'll just archive document. It means I'll just simply save this current data by clicking this. Now it says now it says it's asking for us for a confirmation. So I'll say yes. Okay. Now you can see as soon as I archive the documents, you can see it here. It says number of archived version is 1. So that means we have a previous version of this current document. We have 1 previous version. Okay, now I can change this. Okay, let's say after the negotiations, let's assume after negotiation, the customer we gave customer 15 discount. Okay, So, so if you want to look at the previous versions, you just need to click this button, this amount. So you can see how many revisions that you have regarding to this sales quotation. Okay, so if you want to see that, you can go to Navigate, Line, and then Cart. Okay, so this is our previous version. See, the line discount is 10%. In present version, I made it as 50. Okay, let's assume somehow, let's assume we have like 5 revisions and customer agreed to this particular version, like version 1. Okay, so if when customer agreed to this particular version, you have this function called restore. So you don't need to manually enter anything. You just need to click this restore button. And it will ask for us for a confirmation, and we'll say yes. Okay. So this is our sales quotation list. I'll just go back to the sales quote. So now you can see that lines from our previous document had restored the current version. So now actually now this is the current version. So I hope you understand that feature. Yeah. So this is how this archiving feature works in the Business Center. And another thing I want to mention here that in our system, we have the standard approval system for sales quotation and sales order. So you can set up many approval users as you like approval chain or specific approval or anything. So in here, I didn't set up any approval system. So even though if I click like send to approval request, it will send me a message that no approval workflow has enabled. So you can use this standard approvals if you use this product. Okay, so let's say now we have finalized this sales quotation and customer is sending us. Customer has sent us the PO, purchase order. So then you need to convert this quotation to sales order. Okay, to do that, you need to go to this process and click this button, make order. Then here system is asking us for a confirmation. So I'll say yes. Now it say this quotation has been converted to an order. Do you want to open the new order? I'll just say no. So you can see this in this quotation list, this quotation has removed and it has gone to the sales order list. So if I go to sales orders, as you can see, there is a new sales order has created to our customer. Yeah, with the same lines and with the same price. Okay, in here also there are some fields which are specific to sales order. Like in here, this external document number means like purchase order number of the customer. And you have data that you can fill like your reference if you have any document numbers that you want to enter that you can attach. You can attach links or documents, notes, anything to this document. Also you can attach documents to sales quotation as well. And this is also pretty much the same fees that you are getting from the that you have seen from the sales quotation. And you need to understand that now these data are coming from the sales quotation. So now this data doesn't come from the customer card or anything. Now this data in sales order, your data is coming from the sales quotation. So like there is a link. Okay. The other feature that you have in sales order is this prepayment option. When you converted sales quotation to a sales order, that you are getting this new tab called prepayment. So in here, if you are charging a prepayment from the customer, you can enter it here. Okay, so that is I'm going to talk all about the sales order, like data entering part. So let's move to like how to post this, like how to ship and how to invoice this sales order. Okay, to in here, let's say now like the finished goods at produced store, we have bought the finished goods from some other supplier. Now we are going to ship them. So when we are shipping, you can see our original order, our original quantity in sales order is 10 and 15. Okay, in this quantity to ship column, you can enter the number of like number of quantity in the first shipment. So let's say if you are shipping this all 10 in one shipment, you can just say 10. Let's say if you are shipping this 10 quantity into two shipments, you can say the amount in the first shipment. So let's say I'm going to first ship like 4. I'm going to ship 4 of the rims in my first shipment. So you need to post that. So when you're posting this, you need to post this as a shipment. So you need to select this posting type as shipment and select need to click OK. Now as you can see this that this amount 4 has gone from ship quantity to ship column from quantity to ship column to quantity shipped column. And now this quantity ship column has replaced with 6. So this 6 this 6 has come from 10 minus 4 is 6. Okay. So let's just say I'm going to further I'll ship this 6 with 2 shipments. Okay, so if I'm going to do that, I'll just rename these columns as 4. I'll just erase this. Okay, now you can see now the quantity ships at 8 and we have remaining 2 to ship. And then in my second line, I have this whole 15 to ship. Okay, so finally I'll ship all these in my third shipment. I'll ship these 2 and this 15 and all 17 I'm going to ship. Okay, now you can see this quantity to ship column is empty. Now that amount has passed to this quantity to ship column. In here, so now we are going to invoice that. So this invoicing part is same as shipping. You either can invoice partially or invoice fully. Okay, let's say I'm going to invoice this. I ship this 10 with 3 shipments, but I'm going to invoice it. I'm going to invoice it to 1 invoice. Okay, so I'll just remove this. Let's consider this first line. Okay. In here, if I want to create a 1 invoice for all those shipments, I put the quantity invoice as 10 and I click post. And here you need to select the posting option as invoice. Okay, now same as before, that amount will go to the quantity invoice column. Okay. In second line, I'll shipped it once now, but I'm going to invoice it to 2 invoices. So you can just do that. I'll just show you that. I just wanted to show that you have that feature in the system. Yeah, just invoice first 7. And I can invoice this 8. Okay, before invoicing this 8, I just want you to how to look at previously posted documents. So when you are coming to this sales order, and if you want to know, so what is the status of this sales order, and what are the shipments and what are the invoices that we have done up to now, you should go to this navigate. And by clicking the shipments, you can see what are the shipments that we have done for the sales order. So as you can see, we have done 3 shipments for the sales order. So if you go to one, so you can see in first shipment we have shipped 4. Likewise, if you go to invoices, Navigator Invoices, you can see what are the invoices that we have done for the sales order. Okay, so currently we have done 2 invoices. Okay. So now I'm going to fully invoice this. I only need to invoice the sale. Then this sales order will be fully shipped and invoiced. So let me just post that. Okay. It's saying that do you want to open the posted invoice? I'll just say no. So as you can see, since we have completely shipped and invoiced the sales order, that sales order has been removed from this current sales order list. So we don't now we don't have that sales order in the current sales order list. So still, if you want to look at those sales orders, you can go to this posted invoices, posted sales invoice list, and you can see the invoices. You can see the invoices. We have posted 3 invoices. And if you go to posted shipments, if you go to posted shipments, you can find the shipment for the sales order. Okay. Okay. So that is all about the partial shipment and partial invoicing. So I hope you got a clear idea about that. So let's move into our next topic, which is sales invoice, like invoicing a service and immediate cash settlement. Okay. To do that, we need to go to sales invoice list. In here, like previous before, you need to get a new sales invoice card. In here, you need to create the select the customer. So okay, so as previously, all these data will be copied from the customer card. So I'll just enter a service. So I hope you remember before. So to enter to Quota Service, you need to first select this type as GL account. And I've created the account called other services. So my GL account, like service account. So that location is not needed in services, but you should enter the quantity as one. Measure is also not important. And in here you can enter the price for this sales invoice. Okay. So in here, the main feature that I'm going to show is how to do a immediate cash settlement. Okay. To do that, when we are having immediate cash settlement, you need to select this payment method correctly. So let me just show you this table method, payment method table. Okay, in this payment method table, you can see there is a column called BAL account type. In BAL account type, you can see this line has a BAL account type as bank account. So it means as soon as we post the sales on noise, and we have when you are posting this document, if you have selected the payment method as this gyro, this automatically cash will be transferred to this bank account. So I'll show you that. I'll select the payment method as is gyro. Okay. So I select the payment method as gyro, and I've entered my line. It's 500 rupees, and I'm going to post it. Okay, so it is asking for open the posted invoice. I'll just say no. And let me show you what has happened in the bank account. So if you want to go to the bank accounts, you simply just type the bank accounts here. And you can okay, so I hope you can hear me. So if we go to this balance, we can see for today's date, we have received the payment payment on 500 rupees. So this is how immediate cash settlement works. As soon as you post the sales invoice and you set the payment method, like when you set the correct payment method, that immediately cash will be debited to your defined bank account. So if I go to customer and see you the entries, so this is our customer. So if I remove this filter, you can see this 500 that debited to the customer, and immediately it credited to the customer. So like if we take generally, there is no impact to the customer. And entries will go to the revenue and our bank account. So that is how you do a immediate cash settlement in Business Central. Okay, let me just quickly show you how to get a cash receipt. Okay, let's say this customer is now paying us to settle his debts. So when customer is paying us, you need to go to cash receipt journal. Okay, in this cash receipt journal, in here also you have two features, which is full receipts and partial receipts. Okay, I'll just so when you're getting a receipt, you need to set the document type as payment and this account type as customer, and you need to select the customer. So I'll just type the name. Okay. So in here there is a feature called apply entries. In here you can see these are all the invoices that customer has to pay for us. Okay, so if let's say the customer is fully paying this invoice number, let's say this invoice number customer is fully paying to us. So in that case, you just need to go to this process and enter set applies to ID. Okay, when I say okay, this number will automatically come to here. Okay. That the second scenario is, let's say customer is paying us for 2 invoices at once. Okay. To handle that, you need to go to apply entries, and let's say he's paying us for these two invoices. In that case, you need to first go to this invoice and say set applies to ID, and also go to the other invoice and say set applies to ID. So that way, both the amount will be added and will be shown here. And the third scenario is partial payments. Okay. That also you can do by going to apply entries. So if you go to apply entries and this, say a customer is partially paying, doing a partial payment to this invoice. So you can handle that by going to, you need to set applies, and in here there is a field called amount to apply. So you can here manually enter that total invoice amount is 1,800. You can enter the partial amount that he is paying. In our case, I'll just say like 500. So this is how you do a partial payment. You are getting a partial payment. So I'll post this. In here also you have the standard approval process you can use if you use this system. Okay, so I've got the partial payment for that particular invoice. Okay, so if I go to customers quickly and show you the ledger entries. You can see this is the invoice that our customer has paid. So the original amount is 1,800, and the remaining amount is 1,300. That means he have paid 500 rupees. So if you want to look into that, you can go to you can go to this applied entries and see what is the payment. Like if there are 2 or 3 payments, it will show here. So currently this 500, we got this 500 from one payment, so that's why it's showing us one line. Okay. Okay. The final topic is creating a credit memo. So to create a credit memo also, you can just first you need to go to sales credit memo list. Okay, in here you need to get a new credit memo and select the customer. In here also you have two options. You can either manually enter those lines, or you can call the lines from posted invoices. So I hope you can understand how to enter the manual line. So because of that, I'll just show you the function that how you can call the lines from posted invoice. Okay, to do that, you need to go to this prepare and click this button, get posted document to reverse. And in posted documents, you need to select the documents. So I'll just select this invoice. Okay, if I select that invoice, so these are the invoice lines in the posted invoice. Let me just like delete one of two to reduce the complexity. Okay, let's say customer is returning us this ring. Let's say we have sold him in this invoice, we have sold him 4 rims. Now he is returning us 2. So you need to change the quantity to that return quantity, and this unit price and cost will be the same as in the posted thing. So you can post in it here. Okay, so that's how you do a credit memo. Apart from that, you can do that by going to posted sales invoice. If you go to posted sales invoice also, so these are the invoices. Let's just get one. And here you can also have the options to create corrective credit memo. So by clicking this also, sorry, it's a close. Just go, yeah. By clicking this corrective credit memo also, you can create a credit memo to that particular sales invoice. Okay. So now I have covered all the topics. Finally, we need to look at some of the reports which are related to accounts receivable. So my first report is aged account. Sorry. Aged account receivable report. So in this report, when you are getting this report, you can have some of the options. In here, you can set the aging by to posting date to due date to document date. So normally we are putting it at posting date, and you can set the period length, and you can have the amounts in either in LCY, which is in the local currency, or that the currency which specified in that particular invoice. And this I'll show you this print details, and you can choose the heading type as date interval or number of days. I'll just choose number of days and print. Okay, so this is the aged account receivable report. So you can see what is the due amounts that that you have in 1 to 31 days, that 31 to 62 days, like you can get, and you can have a idea about your receivable. Further, if you need to want to know details about what are the in previously it only shows the final balance. So if you want to know how those balances generated, you need to tick this print details, and you can say preview. So if you took this report as this, you can see the customer and the how this balance has generated. Like with what invoice this balance has generated. So you can see the invoice number also. So this is the same report with the detail. Okay, that same report you can get by new page per customer. Like you say, let's say if you have so many transactions for one customer, you can simply just tick this option. So that will create a report that only one page has a one customer. So the other report I wanted to show you is customer detail aging. Customer detail aging report. If I quickly preview it, you can see in this report, you can see mainly apart from this remaining about, you can see the months due, due months of these customers. The third report that I'm going to show is customer and item sales report. Okay, in this report, you can see what are the items that you have sold for these customers. So in this progressive permission customer, we have selected these items. So you can see what are the items that we have sold for each and every customer. And also it will show you the amount and discount amount, like what is the discount that we have gave for them, and the profit percentage. This all of these you can get idea about in this report. Okay. So this will finalize my session. So I hope you get a good idea about the accounts receivable part in the finance module. So
Thank you.
Akshila,
Yeah. Thank you, Kisarat. Thank you very much for that insightful session on accounts receivables. So if our audience have any questions, now would be the time for you to raise your questions. Please raise your hand, or you can just type your questions on the chat. No questions, anyone? I think you have done a very good job, Kisar. You have covered all the aspects, I think.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you have any questions, you are welcome to send us an email. Or if you need to, have a session, one-to-one session to be arranged for your company, just let us know. Then we would be happy to help you all. So we will keep you posted on our next webinar, which would be on accounts payable. So that will be also similarly that we have informed you for today's webinar. Similarly, we will inform you our upcoming webinars as well. So do keep in touch with us. Do join us for our upcoming webinars as well. And our moderator now he will share a link just for you to give a feedback on today's session. If you think that there are certain aspects needs to be improved, or if what we have done today is good or bad, anything that you would like to convey to us, just fill out that form, and it will be very helpful for us to improve our sessions in our upcoming webinar. So thank you everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we hope that you will keep on joining our future webinars as well. So thank you everyone. Stay safe. Goodbye.
Thank you.